mail chat, and this time we're going to present the 100% important collections from various exams like UPSC, SSC, IBPS. IBPS simply implies that bankpo and bank clerical grade and railway recruitment board, Mizoram Public Service Commission, and state level Public Service Commission, and Group A to ABC. Here I'm excluding the Group D, that central and states level, and solutions of all questions from 2010 to 2024. And I highly guarantee you with success if you depend on this material which I already produced and which I'm going to produce in the near future, and there are no alternative materials for all exams in India: no economy, modern Indian history, ethics, reasoning, verbal and non-verbal, and quantitative aptitude, GK, MCQ, and GS, essays on trending topics, and comprehensions and precise writing, one-word substitution, and idioms and phrases, common grammar mistakes, and science and technologies, and computer awareness. So let's move on. Here, the first one: from online gaming, companies will charge 28% GST. GST, as we all know, that GST is reversible from reversible. GST is Goods and Services Tax, which implemented on 1st July 2017, and it's completely erased, or it's completely denounced that one single tax, one nation. Here, from 1st October, online gaming companies will charge 28% GST on the full value of bets, while offshore platforms would also be required to have GST registration to operate on India. And here, GST is Goods and Services Tax, implemented effectively from July 1st, July 2017. Okay. And the next question, which is very important topics for various kinds of examinations conducted in India, like I already mentioned that UPSC, SSC, RB, and state level public service commissions. If you rely on my materials and if you continue doing that, and you don't need to depend on other books like Sanjeev Verma, Indian Economy, and Indian Polity, Lakshmikant and all. So here I'm collecting various topics which is very very important and highly regardable and highly reliable sources, right? And Congress recently passed a stopgap funding bill to ward governments down. So, which Congress recently? United States. Okay, here, United States. United States Congress recently passed a stopgap funding bill to ward governments down, and according to according to our constitution, originally we have 395 articles and 8 schedules and 22 parts. Since initiated from that inward governments that we amended that according to Article 268. Here amendments procedure is related, and part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and part 4A. Part 4A is fundamental duties and part 4 is directive principle of state policy DPSP, and part 3 is fundamental rights. So these three are very important and re- repeatedly asked in many questions, many types of examinations like SSC, Group B level, Group C level, and Group A level too. So we cannot differentiate that which one will be coming in Group A exam and which one would be come in Group B exam. So we have to prepare from the very foundation level, from the very start level. So please, I would like to ensure that I assure you that please rely on my YouTube channel called my YouTube channel is Mizo Choice, okay? And Mizo Choice Limited is a, a registered private limited company. So under this Mizo Choice Limited, there are lots of Mizo Choice Academy and Mizo Choice Consultancy and Services and lots more that to explore, okay? So the next question, which is very effective and very important for your forthcoming examinations, whether you are preparing for MPSC, SSC, or any governmental examinations, this is very, very important. Here I'm collecting and I'm highlighting only very, very important one, which would benefit you in clearing the examinations and success with choice. Okay, Ashok Gehlot. Ashok Gehlot is CM. Okay, Chief Minister. So Ashok Gehlot announced that the formation of three new districts in the state, Malpura, Sujangarh, and Gujaman city. So the total number of districts in Rajasthan has now increased to, this is very important, Ashok Gehlot is CM of Rajasthan. CM of Rajasthan. See, please do feedback in the comment section that am I too slow or am I too fast? So you are my biggest assets, my users, my subscribers. That's why I'm going to kindly listen your words, your voice, your options. So am I too slow? If I am too slow, then tell me, then I'll be a bit fast, and if I'm too fast, then I'll make it slow. Okay. So the total number of districts in Rajasthan has now increased to 53. Okay. So which organization recommended a new vaccine R21 oblique matrixam for the prevention of malaria in children? It was jointly developed by the University of Oxford and the Serum Institute of India (SII), which is a very popular and prestigious institution. And the R21 vaccine is the second malaria vaccine recommended by WHO, World Health Organization, following RTS as at S01 vaccine, which received WHO recommendation in 2021. Both vaccines are shown to be safe and effective in implementing malaria vaccine in children, right? Yeah. WHO, World Health Organization. So it's needless to mention that when it was founded and headquarters and chairperson or CEO, just for sake of the knowledge, so try search in Google this. What kind of Statue of Equality or Statue of Liberty or Statue Alfonso, Statue of Regium will be inaugurated by the Ambedkar International Center in Maryland, a state in the United States, and it will be the tallest statue of Ambedkar outside India. It will be the tallest statue of Ambedkar outside India. This is very important point to remember, to keep in mind. Okay, this statue of a replica of the world's largest Ambedkar statue located in Hyderabad and which stands at 125 feet tall. It was crafted by Ram Shooter. Crafted by Ram Shooter, who also created Sardar Patel's Statue of Unity in Gujarat. So Ram Shooter is things to keep in mind for the forthcoming examinations. So what will be the answer? The answer would be Statue of Equality, right? Statue of Equality. In case of Ambedkar International Center in Maryland. Maryland is outside of India, so Maryland situated in United States. So Statue of Equality was inaugurated in Ambedkar International Center in Maryland, outside of India, and it was the tallest statue of Ambedkar outside India, and designed and crafted by Ram Shooter, and it was 125 feet tall. And then Ram Shooter created Sardar Patel Statue of Unity in Gujarat too. Okay. A history Ashram short with ties to Mahatma Gandhi's undergoing significant transformation and renaming as Gaurav Pad after 47 years since its inception, and the Ahmedabad MNC Municipal Corporation has allotted a budget of rupees 35.75 crore for this project, and aiming to pay tribute to Gandhi's legacy and preserve the area's historical importance as it connects to significant centers associated with him. Here, there are two pronunciations here: Ahmedabad or Ahmedabad. Okay, Ahmedabad, Ahmedabad for English. Ahmedabad is historic Ashram Road, which ties to Mahatma Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, and renaming as Gaurav Pad after 47 years since its inception or since its start at or commencement. Okay, and the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation allotted a budget for this scheme rupees 35.75 crore. So please keep in mind those. I underlined that. Okay. So study savvy as a logo I put on this that, and actually my YouTube channel name and my private limited company like OPC based company is Mizo Choice Limited, and it works here different name Mizo Choice Academy and Mizo Choice YouTube channel, and Mizo Choice Financial and Investment Consultant, and Mizo Choice Services like loans, GST services, and we had provided training for the poor, training for the poor who do not have access to high expensive coaching classes and all. So we provided free coaching classes for UPSC examinations, SSC examinations, and many examinations which is conducted in India. So please do remember and please join my WhatsApp group, okay? Please join my WhatsApp group. My WhatsApp group 8794195093, and the group name is Mizo Choice Academy Limited, and here you could access ebooks and materials, current affairs, GS, GK, and many important topics free of course, right? So please do join my WhatsApp group to achieve or to attain your ultimate destination, ultimate goal, that is achieving your pursuit of games, and do share to your near and dear ones, right? The next important one is World Students Day is celebrated on October 15 every year to mark birth anniversary of. In every year we spend that World Students Day on October 15 in commemoration of which one? Ambedkar, Tipu Sultan, Dosi, Abdul Kalam, and which one will be? So I provide here the hints that Dr. APG Abdul Kalam. So Dr. APG Dr. APG Abdul Kalam. Abdul Kalam. He was a former president of India, and he died while collapsing on IIM Shillong while inviting for that inauguration program, and he wrote many books like Wings of Fire, India 24/7, and many books. So please do remember that Shashi Tharoor, he wrote Era of Darkness. Uh, just just point out that. So please do research yourself on APJ Abdul Kalam, Shashi Tharoor, and Arundhati Roy, and Salman Rushdie, with their books. Try to remember. So in each and every exams, at least 2 or 3 books, and the author is coming and asks, suppose this triple X books is written by which eminent authors. So if you completely concentrate on this APJ Abdul Kalam, Shashi Tharoor, Arundhati, and there are lots of eminent writers we have that, and um, Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, and Jawaharlal Nehru. So please try to remember that and Google yourself. And these days we are advancing enough that we have we live on digital age, so we don't need to repent or you know to rely on others much and asking about who is writing and who wrote this book and all. So you don't need to do that. So you could research by yourself and find out that who wrote and what they wrote. So that's important points, right? Here I'm giving 4 options: E, SL, BAL, Bharat Electronics Limited, L&T, Larsen and Turbo, and BSC, Bharat Electric Corporation of India, and Efficient Effective Services Limited has decided to set up an e-commerce portal e-commerce like e-commerce is e-digital e-store. E here when used e it simply implies that digital or online. Okay, when we say that ebooks, that's, that means that digital books. Okay, so with the highest efficiency ratings, ESL is a joint venture of public sector undertakings under the Ministry of Power. The objective of this exercise should be to create demand and encourage consumers to opt for electric cookers, fans, refrigerators, and other devices that were rated 5-star and above. So here, Efficient Effective Services Limited decided to set up an e-commerce portal for providing those for the needy ones, right? So, what do you know about essay writing? Essay writing, comprehension, and precious writing. Okay, precious writing and comprehensions. These three had single strategy. A strategy which I call by myself is by practice. By practicing, you could excel in any exams. Okay? Suppose in essay writing, there are trending topics like importance one nation, one religion, and foreign direct investment, and there are lots of topics. Man and environment. So there are lots to talk about that. So to be effective in these three essays, precision and comprehension, read the Hindu, that's editorial, okay? Editorial, editorial portion, and Financial Express, and Economic Times. If you read many newspaper, you'd end up in confusion. So please do concentrate on this: the Hindu and Financial Express and Economic Times. That's enough for newspaper. And for magazines, The Week, India Today, Frontline, it's a must read, so don't ignore that, even single one. So if you read regularly this newspaper and magazines, then there's no chance to lose that in current affairs, GS, right? If you listen, if you listen my voice and if you accepted my proposals, then you'd certainly achieve your target points, right? Here I just pointed out that the methods of code writing, preach writing, or essay writing, or comprehensions. Comprehension simply implies that there was a narration, there was a composition, a story, a novel, or more logic one. All you have to do is you have to practice reading fast, reading fast could enhance that your remembering part and exercising your brain too. So you have to try to adopt reading fast, and at the same time while reading fast, try to capture those critical points, right? Just ignore that. Just ignore that those who are not important, which you could differentiate by your conscience that this would not make sense much and this should be a very critical point and would be asked in the um, next questions like that. So read fast, read fast, understand fast. If you read fast but if you don't understand what you read, that's useless. Okay, read fast and capture those you had read and analyze and critically evaluate. You must critically evaluate that. Suppose there is one question that in the comprehension. Okay, in the comprehension section, there is a story or a composition that here maybe 100 watts, 100 or 150 watts. So there are lots of words here. So there is question, what is the meaning of, what is the meaning of necessity as mentioned in the paragraph? So necessity is a very popular word which comes from necessary, without which we cannot live, and this is very important, and it's like a basic needs. We know that, but don't just directly answer with your knowledge, your previous knowledge. Read the paragraph, read the comprehension, and read the sentence, how it used in the structure of passage. Accordingly, I'm sorry, accordingly, you have to answer, accordingly, you have to answer based only on the passage or composition. Don't rely on your previous knowledge or understanding. Okay, for instance, in the paragraph, the word grade, the word grade might be used in the sense that ors. So if you answer according to your previous knowledge or according to your previous thoughts or according to your previous learned objective, so if you answer great, if asking the questions that the meaning of greatness as mentioned in the passage, as mentioned in the comprehension, please give a suitable meaning for this greatness. So don't just answer that greatness, which is very popular word, and very easy word as you had understand or as you had acquired in earlier stages, since it could be used as different structure or different meaning in the passage. So here the last thing is that read the passage at least 3 times and underline those critical points and read the last questions at least 3 times. So if you read both the questions and the passage at least 3 times, then you would grasp that the points which is important for the questions. So you have to read at least 3 times the comprehension, the passage, and the last question also read at least 3 times and ignore unimportant, unnecessary sentence, but focus on the critical ones and rely on the passage. Don't rely on your previous knowledge or previous experience or previous understanding. Okay. So as I already mentioned that Mizo Choice Mizo Choice Academy is a single platform but that provides multi-oriented, multi-focus. We focus on the GK, we focus on the general studies, we focus on the essays, we focus on the precis writing, we focus on the general English, we focus on the general science and technology, and we focus on the current affairs, and we focus on the one-liners, and we focus on the essay topics, which carries 5 marks, 10 marks, 20 marks, and we focus on the prelims for state level public service commission, and we focus on the uh, upsc union public service commission. So everything is important, but since everything is important, you could not and you cannot learn and you cannot understand or you cannot access everything. So from everything we stretch out, or from everything we put forward, the very important topics which would guarantee you to success. There's no time that and in your brain too that you cannot study every book and you cannot read every book, every good books. So please rely on this material, this YouTube channel. Please subscribe and do follow and share it. Then I will continue working on that for you all guys, for your success and for your reaching your ultimate destination, utmost destination, right? And this is just a simple knowledge, a simple general English, okay? It's related to grammar. So at the first instant, your heart's act will only hurt yourself. Here, yourself is underlined. So to mention or to point out that here yourself is which yourself, that's implies. What does it implies yourself in the sentence? We have many things like noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, conjunction, interjection, and many things that. In simple words, we know that noun is name of a thing, place, or everything like that. And pronoun as he, she, they, etc. Like verb is doing things. Like adjective is denoting that how it actually was done, like that. So your heart's act, hearts means that your ha- hearts is your unrecognizable or your unreasonable act, unreasonable act. Okay, to be very strong in your vocabs, you have to read newspaper, magazines, and books, good books, regularly. So hearts is unreasonable or maybe hearting, heart, or in compromise. Your heart's act will only hurt yourself. So here yourself use as pronoun. Okay. So the second one is this is a grammar of the English language. Here why it used the. It used the before the pronoun. If it is not pronoun English, then this the would be omitted here. So we focus on this English. English is a name, language. So in a formal sense, it would be a noun. But check the sentence. This is a grammar of the English language. It denotes that how the grammar influence how the grammar impacted with the English language. So it denotes and it signifies and explains that English language and grammar interrelationship. So adjective. Every word of it sounds true. Sounds true or seems true or sounds every word of it sounds true means every word of it seems to be true or possible may be the case. So here sounds is in formal idea. Sounds is sounds is verb here. Every word of it sounds true. What you did was wrong. Like that. Did, done, working, all are verbs. And every word of it, every word of it sounds true. Here let's omit this it. Every word of sounds true. Then it would be adjective. But every word of it sounds true. Then when it signifies that the possibility or the imaginary line becomes active. So verb is used here. Okay. Laughter is the best medicine. What is laughter? Maybe enjoying, happy, happiness, etc. So here our main focus would be laughter. So let's take a look back that in noun we have made things proper noun like Mr. James, Miss, Jenny, and proper place and name of a place, name of a thing, and your dreaming also is could be a noun and common noun. Okay, what is common noun? Children. Children is common noun. You cannot decide that children, boys or girls, it did not mention here or it did not signify here the children was the children were girls or boys. And teacher, the teacher can be both can be the teacher can be both gentlemen or ladies, so it's a common noun. But here Laughter is the best medicine. Laughter is the best medicine. Laughter is like a good mood or happiness or enjoying. Happiness is the best medicine. Let me say that happiness is the best medicine. So laughter is the best medicine. So if we immediate here best, laughter is the laughter is medicine. Then we could use a different objective here. But laughter is the best medicine here. We would select this common noun. Okay. For a starter or beginner in lieu of grammatical English. So please do watch my channel and do feedback on my channel and comment. So I'm ready to help you out in every subject, maybe polity or geography or Indian history, modern Indian history, and polity, Indian constitution, in preamble, fundamental rights, citizenship, and parts and all, and amendments, everything. So please rely on my material, my channel, and do share. Okay. Identify and choose the correct notion or concept expressed by each of the following sentences from the alternatives given. Okay. Identify and choose the correct notion. It's not noun. The correct notion or the correct concept expressed by each of the following sentences from the alternatives given. From the alternatives given, we gotta choose the correct one, the correct notion, the correct concept, and the correct adverbial. Okay? So the first task is it may rain tomorrow. It may rain tomorrow. So here there's no specific word. Okay, it may rain tomorrow. There's no specific in here. There is no specific word here. There is no specific word here. It might rain. It may rain. Or here there are 50% chance of rain and 50% chances of not rain. So here it is very simple that here it's possibility. It's possible that tomorrow in today I may go to the bank to deposit or to take out cash from the bank. So each possibility, if I say that today I should or I must go to the bank to take out cash, then each purpose or specific. But here it use may for this very cause. Possibility is the correct answer. Okay? One must always respect the elders. This part 4a. Fundamental duties or fundamental right. You must respect your parents. You must respect your elders. That's an obligation. Okay? That's an obligation. That's your duty. That's rules or that's norms. Okay? So the last one, get out of the room now. Get out. Get out. It's ordering. Order. Yeah. If I use the sentence, please sit here. I'm requesting, but I'm ordering you to sit here. Or if you are not sit here, then you would be thrown out from here. That means order. Okay? It's very simple. This is this 2014 questions. I'm highlighting that different topics like one-liners, MCQ, and GS, and pressure writing, comprehension, essays, and why I'm doing this. That I'm just I want you to grasp all the topics, and I want you to grasp all subjects which might comes and which would come and which must come in the forthcoming examinations like that. Okay, so I create ebooks too, and if you want, then you can buy that ebooks, and I provide ebooks for my group members for free of cost to in all the subjects like polity, geography, Indian economy, science, computer awareness, and general English, extra. Okay. So this is 2014 questions of assistant grade. Okay. Here, fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks with appropriate article wherever necessary. Okay. To achieve anything, become anything. To achieve anything, to become anything, you've got to be hard and ruthless. Yes, even if you want to be a saint or unsane. Un and Kunabus here, a sane here, a sane here, singular one here. If you put s, then a would be omitted here, but if we put a, then it implies that singular noun sane is name of high dignitaries. Okay, so we use here preposition singular one. Okay, if you want to laugh, if you want to laugh the world is correct. The is used before proper noun or proper meaning, proper place, and proper inhibition. Okay, this is just for continuous section. It's very simple word here. Love them not especially well so much. Doors, doors, doors. As I already mentioned, that it's inhibitions and it's like intuitions that you use that before that ors. If it's not that if it's not that intuitions, or if it's not that indicative or particularitative, so we omitted the words this preposition, but here ors is not comparison, so we are using here the. Okay, here you already mentioned that saying singular and proper noun a singular you use, and a painter use here a, if you add as the painters, or a writer, and if we use your writers, the writers. Okay, here see same applies here, the words and the facility. Okay, and the process of childbirth. I'm pointing out here correct correctness of verbs. Okay, tense, timing. We have present tense, past tense, future tense, and under this there are simple present tense, present indefinite tense, present continuous tense. There are lots. Now we're not going to discuss about that. So let's concentrate on the mentioned. The farmer here cut is used. The farmer and cut is used, and we have to put the correct tense. So the farmer is cutting the corn, which is ripe. Suppose if you listen, the farmer was cutting the corn, which was it should be used like that. Okay. Then he was sleeping. Here, sleep is the case. Instead of sleeping, we could have used many things, but it should be correct sentence. Okay. He was sleeping when we arrive. Was is past tense. That's why here the past tense would be added. Okay. John here drink is the option given, and John drinks. This is singular. Okay. John drinks coffee every morning. Suppose John and his auntie. If this was the sentence, then these drinks would instantly change in plural. Okay? Here the hint is given. Here go. I will go. She will go. He will go. To err is to miss. Error is mistake or error. To err is human. Here you can use also true. Err is true human too. Okay. So in each and every examinations, especially in India, like The topmost one, UPSC, SSC, RRB, and IBPS, bankpo, bank calculator, and Railway Recruitment Board. This is very important. And one word, substitution, two is very important. So to be strong enough in this, watch my channel regularly and my ebooks, buy my ebooks, buy my ebooks. It costs only rupees 20. Okay, here the first one, add fuel to the flames. Flame is like flames is fire. Okay, if you put fuel, if you put fuel to the fire, then the fire would instantly produce, or the significance should be worse. Okay, so from this sentence itself, you don't need any definition that add fuel to the fire, to the flames, or add fuel to the fire simply implies torsion, situation, or conflict, or torsion, situation, or torsion at the marriage. Okay, back to square one. Back to square one is to return to the standing point or the initial stage of something, often due to a failure or setback. Back to the square one. Back to the original one. A piece of cake. Something very easy. Piece of cake. My exam. My exam in physics was like a piece of cake. Simply implies my exam in physics subject was very easy. Okay, call spade a spade. To speak plainly, to speak directly without exaggerating, or to speak fact, truth. Okay, deaf ear, deaf ear, ignoring or refusing to listen to something, deaf ear. He turned deaf. He he turned deaf ear to my conversation, or my converse with him, or to my speech. That means he did not listen my speech and he don't want to listen my communication with him. Okay. Change the voice either into active or passive voice. Active and passive voice is very simple. If you got the basic or foundation foundation, so to understand or to learn from the very basic, watch my channel Mizo Choice or buy my ebooks. Okay. Manners reveal character. Here, manners reveal character. Your behavior shows that your originality, your subject verb agreement is correct, and manners is plural, and it is subject plus P. Let me put in a short form, okay? Here, reveal. Reveal means declare or profess is plural, and this too is verb. So, subject and verb agreement is correct, okay? He is loved by all. He is loved by all. So there's no regret or there's no hurting sentiments uh, intuition by someone from someone. So he's loved by all. That means he's a very good person and he never harm anyone, anybody. So the sentence in the passive voice here, he's loved by all. Here by is used passive voice and is love is the correct verb tense for the subject. He he is the subject. Okay. He may be Liana, he may be Rama, or he may be Raju, or he may be Gautam. So the road was lined with people. The past tense was line is appropriate for the past tense subject the road. Okay, so it's very simple here. So I'm taking out the very simple word to understand the basic or to understand or to grasp the foundation for beginners or for starters. And this is 2015 assistant grade examinations questions. Okay, John promised her a present. Your promise is past tense and subject John here. So it must subject plus verb plus noun. Here, agreement is the first and the foremost priority. Okay, the past tense here, promise, is correct for the past tense subject John. Okay, John promised her a present. Here it doesn't use had, no need to use here. Okay, the whole the horse was frightened by the noise. The past tense was frightened, was frightened. Here was is past and frightened ed past, and the subject is horse and proper noun the horse. Okay, you cannot pump the ocean dry. The verb cannot pump is in agreement with the subject you. You can be Mr. X or Miss Y. So here I'm lining out that MCQ, multiple choice question one-liners and general studies, that in 2016 that Thailand became the first country in South Asian region to eliminate mother to child transmission of HIV and syphilis. Okay, Thailand, here Thailand became the first country, and syphilis is a sexually transmitted infection. Okay, I'm going to highlight the critical points only, so you have to go through and you have to go through thoroughly and briefly by yourself. That it's your job. That here NASA and Microsoft have teamed up to develop software called on-site. Okay, PFRDA, and the full form must be, remember, Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority, appointed that Axis Bank as trustee bank for National Pension System on 1st July 2013. Okay, here Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyakram aims to improve socio-economic condition and basic amenities of minorities, and also aims to improve the quality of life of the people and reduce imbalances in the identified minority concentration areas, and which concern Ministry of Minority Affairs implements that Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyakram, right? Since I already mentioned that I'm going to highlight only important points and critical points only, that which your job is to go through thoroughly and briefly and study by yourself and study by what is the critical points and what is the most important points that you have to do that. Okay, If wind blows in the opposite direction to the sound propagation, the velocity of sound decreases, and supersonic non-metals are poor conductors of electricity, and ionic compounds can conduct electricity. Here, which of the following phenomena are associated with surface tension? When equal quantities of oil, water, and mercury are poured into a beaker or during which the liquid arrange themselves from bottom to top is called mercury water oil. Unicameral and bicameral. Okay. Uni, single, bi, both. Okay. Most states have unicameral legislature, which is of governor and legislative assembly. Unicameral legislatures consist of governor and legislative assembly. Okay. Some states have two houses, legislative assembly and legislative council, and here Chief Election Commissioner of India holds office for a term of 6 years or until they reach the age of 65. And things we have to remove that Chief Election Commissioner can only be removed in a similar manner through a Supreme Court judge. Okay, yeah, same one in state concern, state election commissioner, but the term of office is 5 years. Okay, the largest party must secure at least 10% of total seats in the Lok Sabha in order to declare a leader. So 10%. Here, the term of office for member of Public Service Commission is 6 years. The term of office for Public Service Commission is 6 years or until the age of 62, and the Consolidated Fund of India is established under Consolidated Fund of India is established under Article 266 of, and things you have to remember, Article 3 to 4 is related to Election Commission, and Article 4A is fundamental duties, and 51A is fundamental duties, and we have seven fundamental rights. Part 3 is fundamental rights, and but right to property is removed by 44th Amendment 1978. Now it's in 300. Okay. Deflation is opposite to inflation. Your deflation, and I hope that I don't need to read out for you. You have to read out for yourself, for your examination, for your own priority, for your own benefit, for your own fortune. Primary deficit. What is primary deficit? Primary deficit is like fiscal deficit. What is fiscal deficit and what is fiscal? It's a difference between expenditure and revenue, like that. Okay, government. Here we are, the revenue budget and deficit in capital budget. When I line out this, please put your focus on that. Okay, a fiscal deficit is a type of budget deficit. Okay, a budget deficit occurs when government tax revenue is lower than its spending. As I will mention that just now, I mentioned or I point out that a budget deficit occurs when a government tax revenue is lower than its spending. How the government uh, sources of tax, like parking fees and many things. Okay, so the government run through tax. Okay, non-tax revenue is money that government receive from sources other than tax. It includes that GDP is, the gross domestic product, and the value of all value-added economy, and GDP. Here, let me say that GDP is gross domestic product, and GNP is gross national product, and net national product, and net domestic product. Here, in case of GDP, the person or the company who runs business in the boundary of the country where he invested, or the country where he operated, uh, signifies that gross domestic product, and gross national product here it includes that anybody, any foreigners, any NRI, those whatever they earn is calculated here, and here gross domestic product it calculated only the common residence or permanent residence of Indian country only, but it is unlimited to the wherever he stayed. Maybe he stay in Singapore and he own the business over there, and his source of income through his business in Singapore is quite good, so it is counted as GDP for Indian. Okay. Disposable come and 26 December would be observed Veer Bal Diwas. Okay. And Manipur initiated SANS campaign for pneumonia prevention, and Bihar police launched mission investigating a 75th days, and Indian Air Force successfully test for Samar air defense missile system in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, as I told you and mentioned and already briefing that you have to you have to study by yourself, and here I'm just pointing out that how to and the concept or know-how, like the concept I'm highlighting the concept and overview and how to study, and I'm highlighting that most important topics, very important ones. So you have to study it by yourself and go through by yourself and put 100% your mind to the things I pointed out. Okay, leads full form you have to remember, and Bureau of Indian Standards pioneers new standardization and re-enroll 34 lakh farmers under PM Kisan program, and December 15, Guinea and Venezuela agreed to resolve their centuries-old border conflict over the Isidro region peacefully, and India submitted nominations for 3 cities: Indore, Bhopal, and Udaipur. Okay, and India ranks second only to China in Asia's cancer burden with over 1.2 million cases. It's very bad news. Okay, so that's all for this times. Thank you so much for watching my channel called Mizo Choice. Please follow, please subscribe, and please like, and please share, And please do watch the full video without skipping even for a second. If you skip, then you would lose the most important one, which was very important for your exams of all kinds. Okay, thank you. And next topic, we'll discuss that GS, GK, and polity, geography, and all the subjects which is and which was very important and very permanent, compulsory for all the exams conducted in India. And I highly guarantee you your success, and I'm here to help you. And please, you have any doubts or problems, then do any feedbacks, comments, and any don't ever feel like any shameful things, or don't feel any hesitation in expressing your ideas, concerns, ideas, options, etc. Okay, so if you want a coaching class like special one like one-to-one mentorship also, we could do that, we can do that. And conducting and running spoken class English and Hindi too, and giving tuition in English, business studies, accounting, arithmetic, mathematics, and QA, quantitative aptitude, office automation, e-commerce, and history, classical, medieval, modern, and project management, startup planning, and business studies, business method, and financial planning, investment, and wealth management too. Okay, and please do join my WhatsApp group too. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.